Zdravím vás všechny. Dneska jsem se rozhodl tady pozvat Ryana a Jakea, který jsou z Ameriky oba dva. Shodou okolností jsme tady oblečený úplně stejně. So we look the same. Yeah, same color of clothes. Yeah. We look like gay brothers. Vypadáme jak teplí bratři. Ale doufám, že vás to bude bavit. Ryan se věnuje YouTube. Podařilo se mu v hodně mladém věku dostat až nad 1 000 000 korun čistého zisku za měsíc. Jake je fitness coach, zaměřuje se na fitness, to je jeho silná stránka. A tenhle podcast bude v angličtině, takže i pro mě to bude velká challenge a budu se těšit, jaký to bude. So, welcome brothers.
Thanks for having us, Chris.
Sweet. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. So, what do you think about the fact that we are wearing the same clothes?
We got the watch and the shoes
we all
same, so weird.
Well, all white shoes, all dark pants.
It's crazy.
All blue shirts, all wearing a watch.
So, everyone is going to call us gay.
I don't know about gay brothers because, like, what kind of brothers are gay, you know?
Bro, in Czech, they call teplí bratři. They say that.
Teplí bratři?
Yeah, which means, like,
warm.
You're gay. Yeah, like warm brother.
Teplí bratři.
If you say here, you're warm, it's like you're teplý. It's like you're gay.
So next time somebody causes me a problem on the tram or the metro, Tapri Prate. Tapri Prate.
Yeah, exactly.
You motherfucker. Tapri Prate. You motherfucker. Yeah. Suck it. Yeah.
So, guys, tell us about your story. How you came to Czech. What do you do? Long story. How you started, for example, fitness. How you started the YouTube. And yeah, let's start. We can start maybe with you, Ryan.
Long story short, I started YouTube when I was 13. I was doing like unboxing videos, reviewing Apple products, stuck with it. I was big in the gaming space, always playing video games. And I started connecting with other people, making good money online when I was like 16. I started working for some YouTubers with a few million subs, doing reaction content, faceless reaction content. And then I had some people that I was working for that ended up pretty much mentoring me. I was just learning off of them. And I started my own channels. It was mostly about like celebrities, celebrity drama type stuff. And it started working really well. It was still more back in the clickbait era, clickbaiting celebrities and stuff back in 2020, 2021. And I started from there.
Yeah, nice. So you were a gamer, gaming all day. And then you met other gamers. And then you met people who make these videos about gaming, and you started to edit for them, right?
Yeah.
And then you started by yourself.
Yeah. So at first it was just me doing everything. Yeah. Like I was editing the videos, I was recording, script writing. Yeah. Now I have a team that does it for me. We had some pretty big months back in 2023. This was before the AI craze. Before AI, I had a pretty big edge. My designer was really good.
Yeah.
And before the AI craze, people weren't uploading much. It was very hard to put out videos. Mm-hmm. So when I was pushing volume, uploading more, getting lots of thumbnails done, getting lots of scripts done, just making a lot of videos, we were able to do some pretty good numbers.
So it was much easier with YouTube before?
Yeah. In terms of...
To get views.
Yeah, in terms of views-wise, it was definitely easier before AI came into the mix. Yeah. Because now with AI, everyone has the tools to make really good videos. So everyone has good thumbnails. So that made it a lot harder.
Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about that. I think I know some guys here in Czech that do it too. And yeah. How about you, Jake? What brings you to Czech Republic? How you got into fitness, bro? You showed me old pictures. You were really different. You had long hair.
Yeah. So what brings me here to Czech Republic? Actually, Ryan here was a good buddy of mine before we came here to Czech Republic, and I decided to go back to university at some point a couple of years ago. But really, what brought me into fitness in the first place was just going like basically I spent my teenage years doing drugs and sitting around masturbating until I had a girlfriend come along at some point and that didn't turn out so well, so I pretty much got packed up all my shit.
What it means, bro?
What does what mean?
Didn't turn out so well.
Didn't turn out so well with a girlfriend.
Yeah, but what it means? How it ended?
How it ended? Oh, yeah. It was even like maybe a year before I got into fitness. Like this girl left me for one of my friends back in the United States, and just I was totally devastated. So I left Kansas, where I was living at the time, back in America, and I decided to go out and travel the world and stuff. And somehow I wound up in Czech with my good buddy Ryan here.
Yeah.
So long story short, with a girlfriend. But to get into fitness coaching, I spent some time back in America, and I contemplated what I should do with my life, how I should make money, how I should function my life, you know?
Yeah.
Just how I should do everything in a circle. And I just decided to revolve it around fitness. Like, okay, I'm fucking fat. Yeah. I need to sit. I need to take a step back, and I want to get in good shape. I want a damn six-pack and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So that's really what kicked it off. And I started watching videos by guys like King Keto, like Brandon Carter and stuff. And those videos really inspired me to start making fitness videos and taking care of my body and things like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy we ended up in Prague because like I finished high school like 2021, 2022, around there. And I just did not want to go to university at all. Hated the education system. Thought it was a joke. So since I was making money online, I was just traveling all around Europe, having a ton of fun. Yeah. And I really wanted to stay in Europe. And you can't really stay in Europe without a visa. So as an American, I was stuck. I went to Barcelona, I went to Poland, but I couldn't stay. But I found out if I were to study in Prague,
like that,
I could stay. So me and my parents started looking online for some universities. We found some. And then after some research, we found a good place in Prague. So I've been here. And the school isn't anything crazy. So it's been sweet to be able to stay here.
So I'm very curious. What do people in America think about Prague? Like, do they have some image? I heard that they think like it's some Russia or something.
They think it's behind. Yeah. Like, they think it's so behind. When I tell people back at home I'm in Prague, they don't think there's AC, which there isn't. But everything else, they think it's they think like the school system's behind, even though education in the public schools in Prague seems way better. They think, oh yeah, the public school education in Prague.
Better than in US, yeah?
Yeah.
It depends on where you live in the US, I think. But overall, probably in Czech, it's better
School
education.
Is better,
yeah.
My high school was a ton of gangsters.
Yeah.
Like always kids bringing drugs, guns to school.
Really?
I pretty much didn't go to high school.
Even
we got nothing
people?
done. Yeah. It's a mix. It was a mess, but it wasn't much of an education. And I come here and I see like the high schoolers doing these crazy exams, studying so long, and it shocked me for sure.
Yeah, they take it really seriously too. But if I go and tell somebody I live in Prague, in Czech Republic, he say something like, "Oh, part of my family's from Czechoslovakia," or something like that. They always think it's Czechoslovakia, like they're literally like their geography on this part of the world, even though it's Europe. Like if an American goes out of the country, they either go to the Caribbean or they go to Europe. They don't go anywhere else usually. Yeah. So their geography is quite, I don't know, stuck in Cold War era, something like that.
Bro, but I feel that America is so overhyped in terms of how good it is. I was thinking that if I go to Las Vegas, it's gonna be some crazy life, whoa, that. Bro, it's not even a good city, bro.
Bro, my girlfriend's Czech, and I brought her for the first time last year, and she was so excited, like to see New York, and she was terrified in New York, dude. Yeah. Terrified. We were walking on the streets, and dudes would like come up to her, like ask, whether it's asking for money or just making weird noises. Yeah. Not even like homeless people, just crazy people on drugs in general. And she would be like genuinely scared, and I totally understood. Same thing in like New Haven. I'm from Connecticut, so New Haven, same situation. You go to the beach areas, it's okay, but she didn't like it as much as I thought she would, and as much as she thought she would. So that alone shows that it's not as much hyped up as it.
US is so overhyped, bro.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's nice about living in the US is some of the freedoms that we get as a US citizen. Just like, I don't know, like the fact that we can't, I don't know, in Czech it's not as common to carry firearms, and I think that's just an essential part of like American culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah, people here, they're so strict. Like they follow the rules. The jaywalking, no one jaywalks. We don't care back home. Like when I got picked up from the airport a few weeks ago here, the Bolt driver just like pulled up to the front real quick to pick me up. He wasn't supposed to do that. And the police officer stopped him, gave him a ticket.
Like that,
It was ridiculous. Like in the US, if someone just like parks in the wrong spot for under 30 seconds, the police don't care. They got other things to worry about, real things.
You might get a middle finger from somebody, but the police ain't gonna do nothing about these minor inconveniences for people. So.
Yeah, so bro, in US people drive like crazy.
Oh yeah, that cutting
don't
up
give
has
a
been
fuck.
crazy in New York.
They drive like this, bro.
Yeah,
In
if
the
you
Bronx?
Ever,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
ever sit too long on Reels and you come up a bunch of car crash videos and they start popping up on your Reels page, those are mostly from America. You notice like these big 18-wheeler trucks just like slamming into some minivan and
Yeah.
stuff, you know?
Yeah.
They drive crazy, but they drive crazy here. Some people drive crazy here too.
Yeah, too, also.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what is funny that when I went to Miami, I thought, whoa, again, bro, Miami. Oh, the famous Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Muscle Beach and stuff like that, bro. It was not a good city, bro. It was not nothing special, bro. It actually looked like an ugly city for me.
Really?
bro.
I think that's the best city in the U.S. I've been to. I think it's so sweet.
Yeah. Next time you go to the U.S., you got to visit Nashville. So all the girls go on their bachelorette parties and stuff, and Jason Aldean's bars there and shit
Bro, I'm
like
waiting
that.
for marriage.
Waiting for good boy, good man. Yeah.
So you liked Miami?
Yeah, I love it. Well, I love reggaeton. I spent a lot of time in Colombia and Peru, South America,
Yeah.
and Miami is more Spanish than English, as you saw. So I loved it. But people are very entrepreneurial there.
Yeah.
Also, where I'm from, like as you know in Czech, when you talk to people about business, it's like one of three situations. First of all, they have no idea. They just all they know is like school, study, school. They don't know about business.
Yeah.
Two, they might have some sort of business, but they don't want to talk about it. They're pretty secretive, which I understand.
So what do you think about the Czech people here? What do you think are the main differences between Czech people and the American people?
They're just they're not entrepreneurial. Like in Czech, when I meet guys, they're not totally into running businesses, making money. All they know is school. Like it's always the top question, what they study, what university they're going to. It's always the top thing they're trying to talk about. And me, I'm always into like conversations about making money, whether it's crypto, whether it's like running e-commerce stores or YouTube. And back in America, we had those conversations. Like when you run into guys in cities, especially Miami, all they want to talk about is making money. That's all they're interested in. Yeah. And even any city in Europe I've been to, I never get that vibe from people that they're hungry for making money. Yeah, they want to make money. Of course, everyone wants to, but they're not actually always doing research on business models. They're not pushing a bunch of content on Instagram or YouTube, not taking it as seriously. I get that vibe always. I haven't met much online business guys in Europe.
I would say the same goes true about the fitness space, really, with exactly what he said. Like, they want to get the physiques, but they just don't put in enough work to get those physiques that they have. Like, I'll go into America and I'll see some guy that's 6'2", 300 pounds and built, it ripped to the fucking gills. And here, the people that want this physique like that, there's Czech people, but I'll sit them, see, they're on their phones like this. They're at the bench, they're on their phone, something like that. And like, when it comes to the action of doing these things you need to do to get a great physique, like they don't want to put in what it takes.
Yeah.
You know, like
So you think Czech people don't push too much?
Yeah, I think in Czech, everyone seems pretty comfortable. Like, it's a bit cheaper. Yeah, the jobs don't pay a ton. There's not a ton of rich people, unless you're like top 5%. But when you're in America, if you're surrounded by poor and rich, and there's a lot of like motivation. You see the poor side. You see the projects. You're like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be this guy in the street.
Yeah.
And then you see the guys in the Lambos. You're like, I want to be there. So you get a better sense of direction of monetary wise where you want to be.
Yeah.
And I think here in Czech, it's pretty normal for people to just work their job, and then all weekend go to the pubs, be drinking, stuff like that.
watching football,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
And what I was super curious about, that when I saw people in Miami, for example, they were super helpful and like love to talk about these things,
Yeah.
right? Like, bro, what do you do? They took it so seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, bro, I have just this little thing 2 years ago when I was starting Growth Club. And they were like, bro, you should start this. It's so good. You should do this,
Yeah.
this. And they would love to talk about these things,
Yeah.
bro. And it's cool, right? Because your people around you surround you.
Yeah, people understand the value of like helping other people. What goes around comes around. Like if I
Yeah.
help someone, then they'll hit me up when they have an opportunity for me. Here, I don't get the vibe. Like even on Twitter, when I message other YouTube guys that are from Czech, just people in the faceless YouTube space, they're very quiet. They're not the
Yeah.
same as Americans.
Americans in general, I just think like compared to like the Czech mindset or even Eastern Europe mindset, whatever, like European mentality in general, I just think Americans are probably more open to discussion and being more The Americans are just more open to discussion and
Yeah.
be more friendly with people and want to help people. That's just the way we're
Yeah.
raised, I think.
Yeah.
For
Bro.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it's true, bro. Like, you don't mind talking open about things and helping and talking about growth. If you hear with people, if you hear in Czech talk about like growth and goals, it's very uncommon. It's either guys who watched a lot of American content and now think it's normal, or guys who are really in middle of good people.
Yeah.
But otherwise, bro, in Czech, if you talk about goals and growth and stuff like that, they don't want to talk about it. They seem kind of insecure about it, right?
You think?
Yeah.
Would you say that people here feel a bit threatened even by that?
Yeah.
That sort of
And
thing?
I don't even feel threatened, bro. If someone says I want to make 10 million, bro, I'm like, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
I should raise my goals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
We're crapping on the Czech people so much, but there's a lot I love about
Yeah.
Czech.
Yeah,
Like,
let's talk
definitely.
don't
about
get me
that
wrong.
too.
The food is some of the best I've ever had.
Bro, food is not special.
Bro,
I think it's
I'm
I think
gonna rip on
I
you
think
for
it's
that
top
one,
five.
Ryan.
I think it's top five.
Yeah.
The like
bottom 5, bro. We
no.
His
The
ass.
knedlíčky, svíčková. I think it's like top 5.
Ugh.
I think it's so good.
Yeah.
And then also the like just nature is really nice here.
Yeah,
really
it
nice.
is.
Transport, some of the best in the world. Like the Prague
Yeah,
public
it's-
transport is so
yeah.
good. And the people are nice. They are nice. Like when you get at Prague, I think Prague's so much different than the Czech Republic. Like I'm from a town, I live in a town outside of Prague, and the people are very nice, welcoming, especially to foreigners. But Czech does have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And the beer is great, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think really my favorite part of Czech probably is like, I don't know, in America it is the thing, bringing back to what he said about comfort a little bit. Like not in the same sense, but life is a little bit more stress-free than it is in America. Like in
Yeah,
America,
for
you
sure.
don't get as much downtime. Like say here
Yeah.
you could take a little rest or something like that.
Yeah.
If you work some corporate crap job in America, you're just going to be all day long.
Yeah.
Divorce paper in one hand, mortgage in the other hand, unpaid.
It's stressful, yeah.
Stressful, yeah.
It's nice. Like I'm saying it's bad that people just go to work, come home, and hang out, like drink or whatever. But at the same time, like it's nice when you go walk on like a Friday night, you see everyone's with their friends at like a
Right?
pub. Yeah. It's really nice to see. I never saw that in the US. Like
Really?
never.
Yeah.
Again, like I'm not from a city, I'm from a town, but like 5 p.m. on a Friday night, people either like ordering pizza to their house, just home, hanging out, playing video games. No one's really socializing.
Yeah.
So I think that's really a really good quality. If you can find that balance between work during the day and then at night doing stuff with your
Yeah.
friends, it's great.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny, bro? These people are usually tourists.
I don't know. Like, for
Because-
example, Hradčanská, I always see a ton of people there just at
Yeah.
like the pubs near the train station all the
Yeah.
time. It seems very nice. I don't think a lot of them are tourists. In the center for sure, but
In the center, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like a little bit from the outskirts of the center. It's like some bars near like Shmikov and stuff. Not like I go to that many bars.
Shmikov.
Shmikov.
Myslí Smíchov.
Mystery Shmikov. Yeah. Some bars near Shmikov, like it's just no English being spoken in those bars,
No.
you know?
Yeah,
So,
nice.
yeah, but food's got to be bottom 5, man.
I love it. I love it.
Bro, America is terrible for food. There's
No.
everywhere fast food, bro.
No, you got to come to the South. Like when you get
Yeah.
the chance, like where I grew up in the South, like,
It's good food.
yeah, good food.
Bro, like in
Cultural.
Miami, Las Vegas, bro, you can't eat normal food.
No.
Is there all...
You either got fat people food
fast food, yeah,
or
bro.
fancy food there.
Yeah.
But like if you come to my town, man, you can get boiled peanuts on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You can't get boiled peanuts in Czech.
But in Miami, people look kind of healthy, bro. In Miami.
Yeah, I think people do take care of themselves like pretty good
Yeah.
there. But
Like-
that's also, I think it's part of the competition because I think going there, like some of the culture in Miami too is like going there and picking up
Right.
chicks.
A lot
as
of
much as
steroids there,
possible.
too.
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of tourists as well. People
Yeah.
that are on there for the beach vacation, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I've seen mostly just young people, bro, in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No old people.
Yeah. You said mostly young people, yeah?
I've seen, yeah.
Okay. Because Florida used to have this stereotype, like it was all just retired old people that
Yeah.
lived there, you know? And
Florida
changed.
maybe, yeah, but
Yeah.
Miami was
Yeah.
different. I don't know.
Miami's like not like the rest of Florida though.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
so crazy because it's all Spanish. Like you
Yeah.
go up like 30 miles. It's not like that.
Yeah,
No,
but,
it's different. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah, but
Disney World or something. It's
Disney
like a bunch of
World.
families on vacation.
yeah,
Yeah.
but if you go outside of Disney World to Orlando or like where Disney World is, it's like one of the shittiest places in
Yeah.
like the U.S.,
Yeah.
bro. Like the hood, yeah,
Uh-huh.
like below the hood, it's like trailer trash, man.
So, what
Yeah.
are the other things you do like about Czech people?
About Czech people, the thing I really like most about Czech people is like their unfiltered sense of humor. I really like that. Like you gotta, in America you already gotta watch your mouth and bite your tongue all the time and things like that. But these Czech kids, man, they have no filter on them. I'll hear them ripping things that I can't begin to say around my mother or around school back in the United States. But these Czech kids, they just don't give a
What, for example, racist jokes and
yeah,
stuff like that?
sexist, racist, homophobic, anything under the sun that you're not supposed to say. That can be said out of a Czech person's
Bro, it's
mouth.
so
I really
true.
admire it though.
It's so true, bro.
Like people know it's a fucking joke.
Bro, Czech
And-
people are
yeah.
good for these hateful
Yeah.
jokes.
They
They
just
are.
don't get it because they're only around Czech people. Like in the U.S., we're like around people of all different cultures. The
Yeah.
Czech people, they see like a racist joke online, they find it so funny because
Yeah.
they're only around Czech people. That's all they know.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's a good thing to know.
If I could have like,
That's a good thing to know that.
if I could like hire an assistant, I would like hire someone that's Czech because they're very like punctual. Like
Strict, yeah.
yes, about like it goes back to like the police being strict about laws. Like if I told someone like I want to have this document done at like 2 p.m. like I know it'll be done on time. Like Czech people take
Yeah.
things so seriously, especially if it's like a new job. Like in the U.S., people are trying to cut corners, see what they can do to make the most amount of money with least amount of time spent, like leverage.
Yeah.
But Czech people, like if they have a job or a task at hand, like they're on it.
I think it's also, bro, it depends. Because entrepreneurial people, sometimes we don't do these tasks correctly fast for someone because we feel like, no, I want to work for myself and stuff like that. But when they have a job and they got out of uni, bro, and they're broke, they fucking listen, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it's in US too, no? You don't think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
For sure a bit, but just in Czech, I noticed it more about smaller things like reviewing documents. If there's like a document that needs to be reviewed, like an American or me, I just look over it once and make it looks fine. But
Yeah.
Czech people, I see them like look over it multiple times, check, make sure the date's right, be very professional, make it look nice, like make the document have like, just like no rips, no tears, make it look nice,
okay.
like the presentation,
Yeah.
and they're always wearing the nice clothes. That's a big one. Czech people always dress nice. Like in my American university,
sure, bro?
yes. In my American
Are you
university,
sure, bro?
people pull up in like pajamas to school. You won't see that at
Bro,
Czech
just
school.
go in the metro, bro. You will
I-
see.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking. If you go to a Czech university, they're wearing normal stuff, and the American one, they're wearing like pajamas. They're wearing like
Yeah.
what they'd wear to sleep.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
They
like
wear pajamas to school?
yes, it's an
PJs,
American thing. yeah.
Sweatpants and a hoodie, maybe max. That's your
Really?
Sunday best. Sweatpants, a hoodie.
You look at the class and you see half them. You can tell if they're like Western or Eastern.
Yeah.
Like the Americans are wearing like
Yeah.
a t-shirt, shorts, like or like pants, nothing nice, and then the Europeans are wearing really nice stuff always.
Yeah.
Yeah, American don't care about clothes
No,
too
not
much.
you.
Not at
Usually,
all. It's like not in our culture. Like
Yeah.
growing up, of course, if I was going to a nice event, my parents would tell me, but my parents were never on me about like dressing nice or something. I just wore like Nike sweatpants, Nike sweatshirt everywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The three of us today, we came in with the same kind of dress in mind, I would say.
But I've been in Europe for a while, so
see.
I got accustomed to like wearing a bit nicer stuff. Like 3 years ago, you would never see me wearing like a watch or anything, for example,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess there's like mostly I think like in general European style is a bit nicer. Like people look to present themselves a bit
Yeah.
better. But sometimes I'll go into like a park or something and I'll see these like 16-year-old Czech kids smoking weed. We call them Czech gangsters.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they sit around and rap and they got these big baggy clothes. I was like, I'd rather just see you wear pajamas than wear that shit, man.
The
Come
European, like
on. Yeah, like Czech gangsters.
like gangsters and like rap is so cringe. Like
It's
so
so
cringe.
cringe.
Because like in New York, they're really about that life. Like
Yeah.
they're getting into like gang
Right?
rivalries.
Yeah.
They're
Right?
really about it. Here, like the kids,
So funny, right?
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Bro, here, if a rapper, he's, for example, I know some,
Yeah.
and they're like a normal dude, bro. But when it's in front of camera, they start doing this drug fucking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, it's so funny.
But in US, bro, if they do that, they most of the time they actually live.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
life.
100%.
They're throwing
Yeah,
up
yeah,
Tupac
yeah.
and people 50 Cent,
Yeah.
they live the crazy life.
Yeah,
we
And
got like
here it's cool to just play to be.
yeah.
it's-
Like
To play pretend, play rap dress up, and we had a guy like TK or something who literally made a song while he was on the run for murder. You know, he made a song called "The Race." You remember that?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was it?
So he was like this guy that was famous for getting like making a song called "The Race" when he was he was wanted for killing some old lady or something like that. He dropped a diss track on her while he was on the run from the police and the marshals and whatever.
That's crazy.
It went
Yeah.
so viral. I
Yeah.
still like listen to today. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's fucked up.
I don't think a Czech guy could ever do that.
No, bro. Czech is.
That's another good thing. We don't have another thing I like about Czechia is like I love my God-given right to bear arms as an American, but at the same time, like when I go out into the Czech Republic, I go fucking anywhere here in this country. I don't feel like I need to carry that gun.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
nice.
Bro, I felt unsafe in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like these random fucking weirdos of some
Yeah.
skin color, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I felt I didn't feel safe, bro.
No.
In these places.
yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
But even here, like in Europe, like Barcelona and stuff, getting crazy and stuff
Yeah, you
too.
can
It's
see
not
those
safe.
pickpockets
I
and
got
shit like
pickpocketed
that.
there.
Bro, immigrants do this.
No,
No,
we're technically immigrants. We don't do this shit.
bro, I'm not afraid of Czech people. He's maybe
No.
some, but bro,
Yeah.
The immigrants, bro, do crazy stuff in these countries.
Yeah, like I can't be scared of Czech people unless Chris here comes and screams at me one day. Maybe I'll be a little bit scared.
Bro, I'm not Czech.
An Albanian guy comes and yells at me. This is a bit different, but when a Czech person wearing baggy jeans and a skull t-shirt after done with their studio session rapping in front of a camera comes up and hollers at me, I'm just gonna sit in their face and laugh probably, But if some junk tweaked out motherfucker, big scary motherfucker comes creeping up on me behind a trash can, I've got my hand like this ready to go. In America,
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, it's a big.
So there in America you can have guns everywhere?
Well, if you go to some yuppie state like California, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to complete that process. But I don't know, both states I've lived in, they've both been free states. Connecticut, where he's from, is going to be a little bit more challenging to hold what kind of gun exactly is catered towards you.
But I saw videos, bro. People just start shooting each other
But
at random.
Yeah, those guns are all legal. Like when you go to like the city, like Hartford, near where I'm from, just everyone has those guns illegally. No one's
Yeah.
going to like the gun store buying those
Yeah.
guns. They're all like no tags on them,
It's
etc.
crazy.
Yeah,
Here
they-
it's not like that, bro.
No.
Yeah, there's a whole black market there.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
But they have they scratch the serial numbers off and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
And also, bro, I see in America, bro, a lot of school shootings and crazy
Yeah,
stuff
it's
like that.
unfortunate.
Here was only one in a lot of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one school shooting.
Yeah.
But in America, then I checked, bro, it's
It's
crazy.
every week.
A lot of.
That can be another point spoken about Czech versus America. There's a big mental health crisis that happens in America that I just do not see affecting Czech like anywhere near that. You know what I mean?
What do you mean, bro, about
Like-
mental health crisis?
We'll have these things people will do like really crazy, like outlandish things that just people shouldn't do, right? Like in America, like that will lead them to do these kind of things, mostly because they're just not mentally well. And like these things happen like 3, 4, 800 times a week, you know? So this
What,
is
for
not a
example?
common thing in Czech.
What, for example, bro? Tell me some example.
Well, I don't know, like school shootings. Like you cannot be mentally well to go and act upon something like that. You know, that guy that Ukrainian woman who was sitting on the tram and got stabbed, or the bus back in the United States like 3 weeks ago,
It's crazy, bro.
like and stabbed by that dude who's been incarcerated multiple times. Like people don't fucking do that here.
Yeah,
Someone
it's
goes and
crazy.
assassinates Charlie Kirk. You can't be mentally well to do that, you know?
Yeah.
To attempt to assassinate a fucking president, like
Bro,
you can't be mentally well to do these things.
I think people who assassinated Charlie Kirk are mentally very well, bro.
You think
I think
so?
it was a plan.
It could be. He looked like a normal guy that just played.
Bro, I don't think it was
played
him.
fucking Fortnite or something.
It was not the Tommy Robinson.
There's
think
so many
not?
rumors about.
Yeah,
he did
like,
it so
it was
many.
not him,
What's
bro.
behind it?
Like how the fuck that guy could shoot from 100 meters. I
Yeah.
wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, and it's the other thing too is this guy was never. I mean, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. You know, because he was his fucking family and things. You know, and he had his good points, but like at the same time, like this guy, you know, like he never really operated firearms much other than going hunting with his father when he was a kid. It doesn't make much sense.
What do you mean?
Like to make that kind of a shot that far away.
the Tommy Robinson,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's illogical.
But
What
it's
do you
dude,
think?
Yeah. The shot was so far and it was like perfect. It was like one bullet. I believe it was
Yeah.
only one bullet fired,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy. I've seen like a lot of different rumors online.
conspiracy theories.
Some of them
yeah.
add up more than others. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's just the guy they want to show us, like, we got him, we're taking care of America.
yeah, it
Yeah.
could be.
But I don't think it's that guy, bro.
Yeah, it could be.
What do you guys like? Andrew Tate always talks about above the president. There's like the people who like really run the world.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Do you guys
about
think
that?
it's like actually people that run the world?
So I heard about some rumors in Czech Republic how it works, that there are rich businessmen who connect to political guys and stuff like that. I don't know who runs the world. I don't think there is a one person who runs the world. And I think it's kind of stupid to just keep thinking and talking about it, because I was the one doing it all the time. And then I was like, I change the world mostly if I improve myself
Yeah.
and take care of my people. Why do I care about if some Jew owns the whole world? I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck, bro. He owns it, but I should take care of my life
Yeah,
and my people and not lose my energy about some guys that runs the world.
yeah,
And that's the same topic, bro, about politics.
yeah. That's
Now-
true.
People are voting, like people.
Like today.
Yeah,
It's election
today
day here,
actually
yeah.
they're voting and they're like crazy, like, oh, I hate this guy, I hate this guy, I love this guy, he's
Yeah.
the best. And bro, tomorrow is gonna finish the vote
Yeah,
and nothing's gonna change in their life. And they just lost 3 months of their life talking about politics, hating on some random guy, made his life worse, and being fucking weirdos, bro, without changing their life.
yeah,
Nothing, bro, changed in their life, and they lost their whole
Yeah.
energy about who will. What the fuck is
Yeah.
that? bro?
because
What do you
like
think?
you have a really good point there. You know, like we need more. We don't need more fucking people hunting down conspiracy theories on who did 9/11. We need more people, like as you said,
Yeah.
people that can change their lives and people's lives around it. We need more good fathers and mothers and people who are good at construction and good at different jobs that keep the world running. You know, we don't
Yeah.
need to worry about this stuff because you can't control it. Like even if there was somebody up there from a satellite controlling every move we do, you can
And-
control your brain and your mind.
And the best thing how to control it in the future maybe is just to improve ourselves and make ourselves intelligent.
Yeah, definitely.
Stack Bitcoin. So if anything gets messed up with whatever country you're living in,
Yeah.
Czech government or the U.S. government, you have assets that aren't tied to that currency.
So you believe in Bitcoin?
Yeah, I'm so bullish on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin, crypto in general, but more Bitcoin, like
Yeah.
in particular, just because of how decentralized it is.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason for it to not keep rising in value.
Yeah.
Definitely. What about gold? What do you think about gold? Do you think that's a good way to secure
I
your
don't know.
assets?
I don't have any gold investments, but I'm sure it's all right. But it's just so physical that I travel so much. Like I don't have one place I live.
Yeah.
I don't live in the U.S. or Prague. Like I'm going back and forth, so I wouldn't want to have like this gold stored somewhere.
Yeah.
So tell me, bro, you made your good money when you were very young. How old are you now?
I'm 21.
Yeah, so you had your 50K month when you were like 18, 19?
I believe 19. It was
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah. So you made like million Czech crowns per month
Yeah, it was
when you
pretty
were
crazy.
19 years old. And you had a lot of money to save.
Yeah.
So what do you think about saving? How you take care of your finances and how do you deal with it?
Yeah, I'll run you through. So I first started making pretty good money at like 16. And I would just buy dumb stuff. I bought a car. It was a cheap car, but I would do very expensive mods. Like thousands of dollars in wheels. It like shot flames. That was a ton of money. It was pretty fast, like just a ton of dumb money, like the tints, thousands and thousands of dollars into it. And I'd every day, it's like part of the US economy where you go, you get like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, like get a coffee every day. And I'd spend a ton of money. And even though I was making good money, like I had this call with my accountant at the end of the year. I was probably, it was either end of 17 or early 18. And he told me, he's like, dude, you're spending so much money on like stuff you don't need. And I was like, wow. He said like, focus on more needs and less wants. And I was looking at it and just seeing like me getting paid X amount of money and then it leaving. I was like, this is like bad. This is not sustainable. I'm having these crazy months, but I know it's not going to be like this forever. So ever since then, I started having some sort of a mentality shift. And then I started buying Bitcoin here and there, some stocks. But then I opened up like some IRAs, ETFs, some index funds. And that's when I started putting like a lot of money that I was like making into it. Like I'm talking like 40, 50% of what I make. And then when I had the big year in 2023, probably 50% I just invested. Like I just was like, I don't want to touch this. And I became like pretty frugal since then. Like I'm like a very cheap guy. I used to be like the opposite. I used to just not care, like not really look at the price. Now I typically like investing like 40%, 30% of what I make into like whether it's crypto or ETFs or stocks. And then like, of course, another 20% of like top line revenue goes back into my business, whether it's on like just regular expenses.
Yeah. So you invest on ETFs, Bitcoin.
Yeah. So
where do you put it to hold the value?
Where?
Yeah.
Well, I just have like a regular, like with a, what do you call it? Like with like a money manager, I have like a ETF account and like American funds and mutual funds. There's like a ton of stocks and bonds, stuff like that. So I put a good amount of money in there. That who knows when I'll ever touch it. I don't know if I'll touch it when I'm like 25 or when I'm like 40. I just want to have let compound interest do its thing. And then I have a good amount in Bitcoin and then some in Solana, some other cryptocurrencies. Hyperliquid is seeming really good right now. It's done crazy numbers in the past like few years. And then as well like so Solana I was pretty bullish on. I've had that for a long time. So when like Trump launched his coin, I still held and then it went all the way back down. It's a round trip. So I went up money, then went down money, and then it recently went back up to like 240. I sold some, just put into Bitcoin. So yeah, the main things I'm bullish on are just like American funds, like a good amount in the American economy, and like SP 500 and just Bitcoin. Yeah. I don't really mess with individual stocks. Like people say like, buy this stock, buy Tesla, buy Apple, buy this and that. But I'd much rather be more diversified. Because when you look at like SP 500 or any like of these ETFs over the past like 10 years compared to like individual stocks, it just seems like the right move.
Yeah.
I'm in it for the long run. I'm really in it for the long run. I never am the type of guy that's looking at the stock chart to try to make X amount of money this month. I'm never like, how can I flip like $2,000 to get an extra $1,000 this month from stocks? I'm just putting in there. If it goes up or down, I'm just in it for the long run.
Yeah. But it's a good thing, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel a little bit sad when I see guys who don't even have $1,000 yet and they start thinking too much about investing.
Yeah, I see that all the time. Like
they want to
where
make
to do
easy
it.
money. I think it's stupid. I think they should invest the money on skills, try something, try to flip something, buy some clothes, sell it somewhere, try to learn a Facebook ad, turn on the ad, make a video, sell something, right? Not to invest, bro, and make 10% a year. That's stupid.
Yeah. And putting money into mentors and connections is really good.
Right.
Depends. I've lost a really good amount of money on mentors. I paid people back 2022, I believe it was. I paid around like 10K for help with starting this YouTube course that was starting, and I pretty much got scammed. Like it like didn't work. The company that like proposed to me sounded really good. The proposal sounded great. They like pretty much didn't fulfill. I also bought another thing for like Instagram growth for like $6,000. Just went to like nothing. It was just like scams. So many scams on the internet and like the coaching mentorship space. You got to be careful. But there have been times when I paid people money, gotten very valuable info, and just networking, paying money to take trips, to be around certain people, to get in the right rooms. Really helpful. It's been the past like year. I haven't been able to do that as much. I've been in Prague, like I haven't really been on any like quote unquote business trips.
Yeah.
But back when I was in the US, it was much easier to do those things for sure.
Yeah. Join Growth Club, bro.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. I know. But you said it's all in Czech though. All the chats are in Czech.
Yeah, mostly. Mostly Czech, yeah. You would learn Czech better, bro.
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you think about work-life balance? Because I tell you my own story. I was listening to Hormozy, just work all day. I wouldn't talk to people. I wouldn't respond to people. I would just work. And then, bro, I would feel very disgusted by life. And then my father told me, you should enjoy life more. You should do something. And then I said, okay, I'll try once a week to go with friends and do something fun. So I made a rule to go once a week with some good friends and do something fun. And I felt much better and much more hyped up, even with work then. And I worked much better. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like that view on it. But I think one thing about just sitting around and working all the time is there's that idea of having the matrix, right? You know, you guys both know what I'm talking about, and I'm sure whoever's watching this does as well. If you just work all the time, you're just creating a new matrix. You know?
Yeah, I totally agree.
You're just creating a new bubble for yourself where you're stuck just working. It doesn't have to be for some other people, like the original Matrix is talking about, but you're just working for yourself nonstop, and you make all this money or you spend all this time just doing that and nothing else. So you need to break that as well, and you got to have just a good balance. For me personally, what I like to do is I'll go on I'll take 2 months out of the year and go on a really sweet trip, you know? I spent a month in China this summer, for example. I had just learned and experienced so many different things that, some people will never get to do in their life, you know?
Yeah.
So I think
it's also good,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Depends on your goals, because I noticed it's the amount of time and focus you put in just correlates so much to revenue.
Yeah.
When I go through phases when I'm working a lot, it's not always an instant boost in my business. It might take 4 months, but eventually the numbers do better.
Pays off.
But when I have at the end of that time, I'm always thinking in my head this was kind of a waste. I could be out in the city, meeting new people, doing this, doing that, traveling. And then when you go out to do those things, travel more and have better life experiences, then the business always struggles more. So it's constantly back and forth for me. I go through for example, me and Jake, we went to Uzbekistan. I took a whole week off there, and it's great. You get all these photos, have a great time to look back on, awesome stuff. But it's very hard to run a business when you're especially in a country where you can't even be working the whole time. So it's definitely back and forth. My personal take on it is I try to just work at least 6 hours a day, and then try to a few times a week, whether it's go out to dinner with my girlfriend, go hang out with Jake, do some things, just hang out, just let loose.
Yeah.
Seems good, but if I go too much on either side, it's not good. If I work too much, I feel crap at the end of the week, because in my head I'm I really should have just spent more time with my girlfriend or Jake or another friend. Should have done more time in the city, having new experiences, traveling. But then if it's all the way to the other side, I always feel oh, I need to be working more. I'm 21. I have so much energy now. I'm not going to have it in 20 years. I need to get more done. So it's very back and forth. Just I'm always thinking every day, how can I keep the balance in the middle? It's one thing that goes to my mind all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would say to kind of go back on that too, is it's good to do both, but you don't really know when your last day on earth is going to be. So if you don't fill your time with meaningful stuff on both ends of the spectrum, you're just gonna waste a lot of potential you had in the one valuable, rare, and precious life that you have, you know?
Yeah.
So I think about the same thing. All the time working. It's just people say break out of the matrix, focus on making money in a business so you don't have to work a job. But sometimes that business can take up way too much time compared to if you just had that job. You could have way more experiences. So there's definitely a lot to think about.
Yeah, it's true. And also when I look back on the best times of my life, it was fun with friends, bro.
Yeah.
It was
exactly.
never work, bro.
Yeah.
It was fun with friends. But what is very addicting about work is the progress.
Yeah.
Not the money, bro, but the money is it shows you that you made progress.
Yeah.
And how you feel you getting better at things. I think that's what's addicting. And it also makes you feel purposeful and energized. And I like it, for example.
Yeah.
I think it's addicting, like, to not want to go back to how you were. Like, every time you go up in a new level of like in business or money, you never want to go back to how it was. So say like you get to the point where you can go on trips like 3 or 4 times a year, go on a nice trip to like how you went to Miami. I assume you never want to go back to the point where you can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
So that's what it is for me. Like if I get like, for example, like me and Jake went to Uzbekistan, I always want to be able to do that. I never want to be in a position where I can't take weeks off throughout the year to go where I want to do. So in my head, I'm always thinking, how can I maintain or go above so I can actually have those experiences like consistently.
Yeah.
You go ahead, bro.
And also, bro, if you want to have a family and you want to really have a good, healthy life, bro, today you need a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because, for example, if you want to buy a house in Prague, it can be $1 million.
I don't know how the Czech people afford houses. There's so much money.
Crazy.
They're more
It's
than
nuts.
America, I think.
Oh,
we
yeah.
complain about that. Like that's like one of the biggest complaints about from like the youth in our country, that like a $500,000 house is like crazy and stuff. But then you look at the price of real estate here, it's
Bro,
$1 million. Like
no
for
one
something
can
that's
afford
not that
house.
big.
In the U.S., someone in Texas could be making like 45 to 70K a year, maybe even 80K, and feel like they can't afford the house, and they just end up renting. They can't afford a house.
Yeah.
But then here, people are making less money, and the houses are like twice the price. So I don't know how people are doing it.
Yeah.
And a ton of people have nice houses. Like, and in my neighborhood, like I live in an apartment, but down the street there's some like nicer houses, and they're all full. Like everyone's buying houses, but
Do you think it's like some of these houses are like maybe inherited or something, or is it like people just send off a mortgage for like 2 generations?
In communism, didn't people inherit houses or like apartments? Didn't the government give people houses after
richest
communism?
people in Czech Republic made money out of that. So they would, I don't know, it was very cheap. People bought it and got it through friends somehow. And to get money from the bank was very easy. So some people got super rich out of that.
Okay.
That's so
here in Czech
interesting.
Republic.
Yeah. Taking those making the most of those opportunities when they come.
Yeah.
Once in a generation.
It's so crazy in my mind to think about like now I'm living in a place that used to have communism just like not long ago at all.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially like everyone, like the second and third generations, like the parents and the grandparents, like went through communism. It's nuts.
Yeah, parents here. One.
Yeah.
My parents were in Kosovo, but
Okay.
But yeah, here was communism.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was that. People don't describe it as that terrible. It was probably less freedom and stuff, bro. But now we also don't have freedom. We are always on the phone, trying to rush somewhere.
Yeah.
This stupid stuff, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? And yeah, the way you said about the someone in America makes 40 to 70K. It's like normal, right?
Yeah.
That's
But
average.
Here, bro, when I said that 100,000 Czech crowns is a good start if you work hard. It's like 4K euro.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, bro, it's not normal. Are you crazy?
That's why I don't know how people are affording homes here. It blows my mind.
And I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm not going to record for these people anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Right? It's because some people don't want to be saved, bro. Some people don't want to open the mind.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah. I should join Growth Club because I really want to focus on meeting like more like-minded people. Like when I've been in Prague, like I said, it's really hard to meet other online business guys. Always surrounded by like university kids and stuff like that. Then I met you and I got so hyped during the whole conversation. Like the conversation with you when I first met you was like the best conversation I had in like weeks, maybe months.
Yeah.
Like it was awesome. Yeah.
Respect, bro.
Yeah.
every time I get around this guy, like it's always like a new. He pushes me to do better, you know.
Thank
you can like throw ideas off of each other, and that's what gets the ball rolling. Is when you get another perspective.
And his
Really
perspective
great.
is always good. It's not like some crap perspective from one of my some professor or something.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like he really like Chris and Growth Club, like they can really legitimately help you.
Thank
With
you.
my coaching business or his YouTube or anything like that, they can really help you take it to another level.
Yeah, the stories I've
bro.
heard about Growth Club are sweet.
Yeah.
Respect, guys.
Yeah, no respect to you, bro.
Respect, Jake.
Yeah.
And yeah, what are your messages for Czech people here watching?
Hey, man, stop wearing them baggy-ass clothes. Put down the microphone when you're rapping and start making some money. And go to the gym. That's
Bro,
my
but
big message.
This is just
Yeah.
some part of people that you see in the streets.
Yeah, well, that part of people I see on the streets, don't do that. Yeah.
Like most of people are not actually like that.
No, I know, but
In
still,
Czech.
that's my message to that 0.05% of the population in Czech Republic.
Yeah. Bro,
Yeah.
when someone, for example, tells me that to like, oh, people can't afford stuff, I'm like shocked because I have only hardworking men around.
Yeah,
I don't see nothing else than like hardworking people making good money
yeah.
and working super hard for their families and stuff like that.
Mm.
So it's very like if you live in your bubble,
Yeah,
it shapes you so heavily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like when I went through that stage when I was like basically working for these bigger YouTubers, I was like editing for them. I was getting paid barely anything, but I was just learning so much because this is all I was around. So when they're talking about making thousands a month, like it was like nothing.
yeah.
It just got in my head, and then I felt like I need to be there.
Right?
But when you're around people that are making less money, and then you start making more money, you feel like you're making a lot, and they're making little, and then you don't feel like they need to go hard. So who you're around is so powerful.
Yeah.
I've always felt that way.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like even your parents would tell you this stuff, I'm sure, growing up. Like, you're going to become who you surround yourself with. Like,
Yeah.
don't hang out with Jimmy down the road because he's going to make you do bad stuff. Like,
True.
it's the same thing when it comes to business or fitness or whatever. Like, you want to, like, if you surround yourself with people that, with the common goals and interests, you're going to become more like them and then do better at whatever that interest is going to be.
Yeah.
If Czech people
So-
are watching, like Growth Club is so good for like the connection side of things. Even if they don't necessarily have like a certain skill to provide yet, like you can just definitely
Yeah.
meet someone who can help them out
Yeah.
or that they can provide value to.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It's all about connections. Yeah.
What's your last message, Ryan,
Let me think about this.
to these Czech people who work hard
let me
in
think,
Czech
let me think.
Republic?
I keep working hard,
Let me
man.
think. When you're looking for like content strategies or ways to grow your business, look at places outside of the Czech Republic and replicate their success. Because I've had a lot of success in YouTube replicating other people, but when you're copying other people in Czech Republic, they're all doing older strategies. Like when I went to Poland, I met someone who was running an ad campaign for e-commerce, and I just knew that ad never would have worked in the US because it looked so old, the funnel was so outdated, but it worked in Poland because Poland and Czech, you guys kind of are behind a few years in the whole online space. So when you're replicating people from the US, you can like stay ahead of the competition. So no matter what business you're in, not even an online one in Czech, just always look at what like the US markets or more advanced markets are doing so you don't get left behind. Because I see it time and time again where Czech people's like business models seem to be working fine in Czech, but like if they were in the US, I know it just would not be able to keep up.
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Ryan.
Yes.
Thank you for coming,
Oh,
Jake.
Thanks for having us
Thank
on.
you,
It was
bro.
awesome.
Thanks for having us on.
And wish you good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next
Oh
time.
yeah.
I hope people will understand
Yeah.
us.
Nashledanou.
Yeah.
Nashledanou.
Not sure enough.